You know WD-40 dissolves tar. You've probably sprayed it on a sticky residue, watched it break down in seconds, and thought to yourself, this stuff is magic. But here's what you've never considered. What happens when you leave that oily residue sitting on your hood and bake it under 110-degree UV sunlight? Because the chemical shift that occurs is genuinely shocking, and nobody has actually broken this down in a way that makes scientific sense for the guy in his driveway on a Saturday afternoon. You're about to learn exactly what happens to your car's clear coat when WD-40 meets direct sunlight, extreme heat, and hours of unrelenting UV radiation. By the end of this, you'll never look at that blue and yellow can the same way again. Let's start with what you're actually spraying. WD-40, Water Displacement 40th Formula. That name alone tells you something most people miss. It took 40 tries to get the formula right. Chemist Iver Norman Lawson invented it back in 1953 for the Rocket Chemical Company, and its original purpose was protecting the outer skin of the Atlas missile from rust and corrosion for Convair, the aerospace contractor. You weren't even the intended customer. The product didn't hit store shelves until 1958, 5 years after it was engineered to protect intercontinental ballistic missiles. And here's what makes this product so fascinating. The formula is a trade secret, and not because anyone forgot to file a patent. Filing a patent would have required disclosing every ingredient to the world, so they kept it locked away instead. The original copy of that formula was moved to a secure bank vault in San Diego in 2018, and that's how seriously they guard it. But you don't need the secret formula to understand the chemistry of WD-40 on clear coat, because the material safety data sheet gives you everything you need. According to the 2024 MSDS, here's what you're dealing with. 45 to 50% low vapor pressure aliphatic hydrocarbon, essentially isoparaffin, less than 35% petroleum-based oil, which is heavy paraffin, 10 to just under 25% aliphatic hydrocarbons, and 2 to 3% carbon dioxide as the propellant. Now, those isoparaffinic aliphatic hydrocarbons are very similar to kerosene. And if you've ever heard someone say kerosene would destroy your clear coat, they're not wrong. But here's the important distinction. WD-40 isn't kerosene. The ingredients are blended to precise proportions, and once mixed together, the combined formula is safe on your paint. In the short term, that's the key phrase you need to hold on to, because the chemistry of WD-40 on clear coat changes dramatically when you add two variables that nobody discusses with enough seriousness: heat and ultraviolet radiation. So let's talk about your clear coat first, because you need to understand what's actually at stake. Your car's paint isn't one layer, it's a system. Primer sits on the bottom, then your base coat where the color lives, and on top of all of it sits the clear coat. That clear coat is a polymer network, typically polyurethane or acrylic urethane, and it's the shield that protects your color from UV rays, scratches, bird droppings, acid rain, and everything else the world throws at your car. Factory quality clear coats run 30 to 40 microns thick. That's thinner than a sheet of paper. Once that layer drops below 15 microns, you've got negligible protection, and your base coat is essentially exposed. What makes this even more concerning is that the UV absorbers built into your clear coat carry a 5-year half-life, which means every 5 years, the concentration of UV protection drops by 50%. Drive a 10-year-old car, and you've already lost 75% of your factory UV protection. On a 15-year-old vehicle, the clear coat is still there physically, but its ability to fight UV damage is a fraction of what it once was. Now, imagine spraying WD-40 on that aging clear coat and leaving it in the sun. This is where things get real. When you spray WD-40 on your paint and wipe it off quickly, nothing bad happens. Detailers actually use it for targeted tasks: tar removal, adhesive cleanup, old sticker residue. They spray it on, it does its job, they wipe it off immediately. The contact time stays short and the solvents never penetrate. But what happens when you don't wipe it off? What happens when you spray your bumper to remove some road tar, get distracted, and leave that residue sitting for an hour? 4 hours, an entire afternoon in July? That's where the chemistry of WD-40 on clear coat enters completely different territory, and the process you need to understand is called photo-oxidation of petroleum distillates on paint. Photo-oxidation ranks among the most significant long-term weathering processes that change the chemical nature of oil. It's been studied extensively in the context of marine oil spills. When crude oil hits the ocean surface and gets blasted by sunlight, UV radiation doesn't just warm it up, it fundamentally alters the molecular structure. The required factors are straightforward: solar radiation and light-absorbing molecules called chromophores. The mechanism works two ways. Direct photolysis occurs when petroleum hydrocarbons absorb light energy and form unstable reactive intermediates like hydroxyl radicals. Indirect photoreactions happen when other chemical species in the solution absorb that light energy and transfer the destructive force to nearby molecules. Here's what that means for the WD-40 sitting on your hood. The aliphatic and aromatic fractions of those petroleum distillates get oxidized, transforming into more polar compounds, ketones, aldehydes, carboxylic acids, and esters. The long-chain lubricant hydrocarbon reacts with oxygen in the presence of UV radiation, and as a result, it forms chromophores, specifically conjugated aldehydes, ketones, and esters. These new compounds absorb visible light. At low concentrations, they appear yellow. At higher concentrations, after extended sun exposure, they turn brown. You're literally watching WD-40 transform into a different chemical compound on your paint. And those new compounds aren't inert. They're reactive, they're acidic, and they're sitting directly on your clear coat's polymer surface. Now layer the heat on top of this, because that's what makes the real-world scenario genuinely dangerous. You might think it's 85 degrees outside, so your car is 85 degrees. That's not how it works. The air temperature might be 75, but your hood in direct sunlight can reach 110 degrees or higher. Dark vehicles absorb even more heat, and black cars in summer sun can see surface temperatures exceed 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Studies show that after just 20 minutes outside, hoods and handles reach roughly 130 degrees, and interior surfaces exposed to direct sunlight have recorded temperatures exceeding 195 degrees Fahrenheit. The critical number to remember: for most mineral oils, the rate of oxidation doubles for every 18-degree Fahrenheit rise in temperature above 165 degrees. Your hood at 140 degrees is already in the danger zone. At 160 degrees, which dark cars easily reach, you're at the threshold where oxidation reactions are accelerating exponentially. So put it all together. WD-40's petroleum-based oils are sitting on your clear coat. UV radiation is breaking molecular bonds and creating reactive chromophores. Surface temperatures are accelerating the oxidation rate, and depending on your vehicle's age, the clear coat may have already lost most of its built-in UV protection. The petroleum residue undergoes photo-oxidation and forms acidic byproducts. Those byproducts interact with the polymer matrix of your clear coat. The heat accelerates every single one of these reactions. And unlike wax or ceramic coatings, WD-40 provides zero UV protection. Doesn't bond to the surface, doesn't cure, just sits there collecting contaminants and slowly transforming under sunlight into something it was never meant to become. Dr. Lena Torres from PPG Automotive Coatings has noted that WD-40's temporary effects on paint gloss are a physical, not chemical effect, and fully recoverable. She's right when you're talking about wiping it off within minutes, but that conversation never addresses what happens during prolonged UV exposure. And that's where the physics becomes chemistry, where temporary becomes potentially permanent. When prolonged solar heat repeatedly raises your clear coat temperature beyond its glass transition point, you accelerate polymer chain scission and oxidative reactions that reduce cross-link density. In plain terms, the clear coat gets brittle, loses flexibility, and once that happens, the damage becomes visible. Oxidation spots appear as dull, chalky patches where UV and oxygen have degraded the polymer matrix. Chemical etching follows, where acidic contaminants bond to the surface and create permanent scars. Micro-cracking signals embrittlement from thermal cycling and the loss of plasticizers. These problems show up first on horizontal surfaces, hoods, roofs, trunk lids, the exact surfaces where you're most likely to spray WD-40 and the exact surfaces that absorb the most direct UV bombardment. Research on automotive coating degradation has identified 4 distinct degradation modes that happen simultaneously: post-cure reactions, hydrolysis from moisture in the film, photodegradation from direct UV attack, and moisture-enhanced photodegradation. Add a layer of photo-oxidizing petroleum distillate on top of this already complex process, and you're introducing a variable the coating was never engineered to handle. There's something else worth understanding. WD-40 strips wax and sealant. Those protective layers you or your detailer carefully applied get dissolved by WD-40 solvents. So now you've removed your supplemental UV protection and replaced it with a petroleum film that offers no UV defense whatsoever while simultaneously undergoing photo-oxidation. You've made your clear coat more vulnerable while placing a chemically reactive layer directly on top of it. And if you think moving your car to the shade solves the problem, think again. A car that's been sitting in the sun all day stays hot for hours. The metal body panels hold that heat, and simply pulling into the garage at 5 in the afternoon doesn't instantly cool a hood that's been baking since noon. You need a climate-controlled space and at least an hour for surface temperatures to normalize. So what should you actually do? The answer is clear, but it requires discipline. If you use WD-40 on your car's paint, and there are legitimate reasons to do so, wipe it off immediately. Not in 10 minutes, not after you finish the other side. Immediately spray it, address the problem, wipe it clean with a microfiber towel, then wash that area and reapply whatever protection you had, whether that's wax, sealant, or ceramic coating. Never apply WD-40 to hot paint. If your car has been sitting in the sun, the surface is too hot. Heat accelerates solvent penetration into the clear coat and speeds up evaporation of the lighter hydrocarbons, leaving behind the heavier petroleum residue that's most susceptible to photo-oxidation. And never leave it on and walk away. The moment you do, the clock starts. UV radiation begins breaking bonds, heat accelerates oxidation, chromophores start forming, and your clear coat gets caught in the middle of a chemical process it was never designed to withstand. WD-40 is an incredible product. It reached more than 60% of American households for good reason. The company posted $590.06 million in sales in fiscal year 2024, a 10% increase, with their multi-use product growing revenue 11% year over year. And it's available in 176 countries. People love it, and honestly, you probably love it too. But Iver Norman Lawson designed that formula in 1953 to protect missile skin from corrosion in controlled aerospace environments. He sold that formula to the rocket chemical company for $500, and he wasn't thinking about your Honda Accord sitting in a parking lot in Phoenix in August. He wasn't considering what happens when petroleum base oils undergo photo-oxidation on a degrading polymer surface at 140 degrees for 6 hours straight. That's on you to understand. And now you do. Respect the can, use it right, and wipe it off. Protect your clear coat. The sun doesn't care what's sitting on your hood. It'll break it down regardless. And if you give it a head start with an unprotected petroleum film, you're going to see the results faster than you ever expected. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss the next video.